And we're live. Old school music. I was trying to have it louder. I didn't have it loud enough. I don't have. I don't have a studio, so I work with what I got, guys. Anyway, welcome everybody. This is the Raw review. Brock Lesnar's now our champion. Kevin
That
Owens
sucks.
is amazing. What else happened? Becky Lynch has a new challenger. So much to talk about on this episode. Um, so how did we start? Let's kick this off. You had Brock
So
Lesnar and Paul Heyman come out. What did you guys? What? Come on, just run me through the segment. Somebody, please.
basically, they just talked about how Brock Lesnar got lucky and all that, and then after that, they were talking about how they're gonna find out the number one contender in the well, the All Star Battle Royal.
The wild card rule was in massive effect right there.
For real. Yeah, the ones that I wanted, I would have been okay. We're happy. I would have been happy if Randy won, Steph won, Roman, Big
Uh,
E, Braun
apparently,
Strowman. Well, everybody except Corbin, Sami Zayn, and Lashley.
uh, I would love to
Yeah.
see Lashley against Lesnar at SummerSlam.
Me
Nah,
too.
But whatever, that's
I
for another
I
day.
even like I'd even like Samoa Joe to be a face and beat Brock Lesnar.
Oh man, I don't know if I could ever see Samoa Joe as a face. That guy's evil.
I
Yeah.
know, but he did that in TNA.
Oh, he was a face in TNA. I never watched TNA.
Yeah, TNA before now, it was good.
Mm. So, what did you think about this promo, Michelle?
I gave it an A plus plus. Heyman did awesome. I loved when he said that he's got all the clout around here now.
Yeah, that's the exact same notes I have about that whole promo. I love that he announced that to everybody.
Yeah, that was awesome. Um, I liked the idea of a 10-man battle royal. I don't think that WWE handles the battle royals as well as they should. Um, but I guess we'll get to that when we review the actual match.
Yeah. One thing that I did take note about
Hello?
this whole promo was Paul Heyman actually said a couple extra words for Cesaro after he was going down the line. He he he,
Yes.
he said, what did he say? He said something. One of my
He is
favorites or something.
particularly interested in
Oh yeah, you see
Cesaro.
the so expect Cesaro to get a giant push in the future because he's I don't know what brand he's actually on, but with this whole wild card thing going on,
He's on
um,
Raw.
I think Paul Heyman's using it to the most as he can. And
Yeah,
he's gonna use all the top SmackDown stars to always bring viewers to Raw, which is cool. Now that it should be, I feel like they should make a tiny storyline, tiny war now. Now you have a former ECW head and a former WCW head. Let's just have a tiny little war within WWE.
that would be
Yeah.
cool.
And they could take subtle shots at AEW that way all they want.
Now,
All right,
but then somebody's gonna get mad from the group. You know
yo,
who I'm talking
man.
about.
So
And call us trolls and say they're never coming back.
some people just get offended too quick. I could care, I could care less. It's all fun and games.
Yeah.
Some people, whatever. Anyway, uh,
You're drinking Modelo?
oh yeah, just a little bit, man. Sure, she does. Um, another. So the first match was gonna start. You had Ricochet come out next. And the interesting about it, Brock awkwardly stood there and watched him walk in.
Yeah.
Yes.
That was I'm like, huh, what is this about? It's like You didn't see Heyman trying to tell him, "Hey, let's go." You just saw Brock standing there, just literally looking into his soul, just standing there.
Did you see when he was bobbing his head when he came with the championship?
No.
When he was doing, cause you remember how he was the
He was
DJ or whatever.
doing, yep,
Oh, he did the
Yeah,
Brock party thing.
yeah.
yeah.
Oh my god. Well, I can't stand that whole gimmick. Anyway, I thought it was gonna be a regular Ricochet versus one of the club members, but we actually got a really good match here. We got Ricochet and the Usos teaming up
Yeah.
against Bobby Roode and the Revival.
You
Yeah.
seen when the Usos when they were like, "Hey, Pretty Ricky," that had me rolling.
Man, the Usos are great. And of course, this was a 2 out of 3 falls match. Come on, you guys got to admit you're a little tired of them now, huh?
No,
I'm not. I love
No, you
2
still
out of
like
3
them?
falls. Yep.
2 out
I
of 3
just
falls. It's
the
just they
only
should add like stipulations though.
yeah. I mean, I maybe if I don't know they gotta switch it up. The only reason I don't like them is usually the first fall is exactly what happened here. Ricochet got the first fall in like 10 seconds with his new. You guys saw his new move. It's called
Yeah.
I forgot the name of his new move. I should have taken the name down. It's basically a code breaker with one knee, and I
Yeah,
like it. I thought it was cool. But he got the 1, 2, 3 right after that, and
I,
then
I
the
I feel like it should have been a sweep, not no 2-2-1 type.
yeah. You see, that's the thing. If you're gonna do 2 out of 3 falls matches, I guess you could do 50-50 booking. Everybody gets a win, or you can just have somebody squash them.
Yeah, I wanted the
Or
squash.
or you could just have a regular match.
Nah, but then the good part was when the club came and attacked them. But man, I was mad.
Oh, that was after. Yeah, that whole match ended pretty chaotic.
Yeah,
But one thing I want to take note of, which is why I don't like the 2 out of 3 falls matches. Scott Dawson gave Ricochet a regular flapjack and pinned him. One, two,
oh
three. I
yeah,
was like, that move is so basic. That would no way that would get over in a title match or anything.
yeah. He was probably out of his breath from all that high flying.
That's my dilemma with the 2 out of 3 falls matches is the quick finishes and then the moves that usually don't put people over are the ones that finish people in the 2 out of 3 falls matches.
Yeah, but I think they should take the titles off of the revival. They're not even helping out the tag team.
No,
The Revival's a great tag team.
No, they're
yeah,
They
not.
man,
They're
definitely
boring.
deserve the titles. They're not boring.
Nah,
They're old
they
school wrestling.
yeah.
They're
This is old
flying
school.
around. You're talking about technical wrestling.
Yeah,
that's us.
pick a body part and break it down. I love that type of wrestling.
Nah,
Yeah,
So that's and they talk great smack not only to the other wrestlers but to the fans.
they do.
well, not
They do.
really.
And it was brilliant having Ricochet and the Usos against Rude and the Revival because Ricochet and the Usos, it was like that nice dynamic because they're so different in their wrestling style than Rude and the Revival that is so old school. So definitely Heyman written all over that match.
Yeah,
And
but the thing is,
Bobby Roode on TV again. So it was
It-
automatic like an A plus plus. And then when Bobby Roode lost, it went down to a B minus. But then when AJ did the phenomenal forearm and the magic killer, it went back up to an A.
yeah,
wow,
that phenomenal forearm obliterated. Ricochet sold the hell out of it. He's like
Yeah.
he
yeah,
flipped. It was awesome. I was like, oh shit. I like that, bro. I don't know why. The only thing I didn't like about it right away was um the club comes out and eventually they get their ass beat, and then the revival eventually gets their ass beat. But
But then they team up, yeah.
Yeah, and then the club ends up with the standing tall, which I like. The club is going to be a great stable for everybody.
Yeah.
One second.
Aw.
Yeah. So you like Brock Lesnar, huh?
I don't mind him as champ. I'm glad that he came out and cashed in. Rollins is getting
What?
old, but
No,
I
he's
have
not.
a feeling. I have a feeling that Rollins is going to win it again at SummerSlam,
Hopefully.
which is kind of good and kind of not good because if you give Brock a good reign,
Mm.
it would be great. If
Yeah.
you have Rollins win it again, it's like you just wasted the Money in the Bank contract.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. What I like per usual. I don't take notes on segments. Right after this, I had the Viking Raiders come out for their jobber match. Was there anything
yes,
before that?
I don't have
Nah,
anything written down now.
All right. Well, I love the
nah,
Viking
that's
Raiders.
it.
Viking Raiders are to me a classic NXT team. They're straight NXT and they're awesome. They're gonna beat and become the Raw Tag Team Champions, whether it be the Usos or the Revival or whoever. They're gonna destroy them.
I
Nah.
agree. I just
Man,
again jobbers, nobodies, and
yeah, yeah, that was awesome. I like the jobbers. Oh,
yeah,
every now and then they did it 2 weeks in a row, which was a little like okay, you need to put them up against a regular team now.
exactly. And it was the exact same match. They did the exact same thing. They went to go get the fall right away and then pulled them up and kept beating the crap out of them and then got the win. I don't want to see the same two matches 2 weeks in a row. Viking
Mhm.
Raiders are good enough to put against a legitimate tag team.
Yeah, they should have put them like what's you could have put them against a team we haven't seen in a while, like the Ascension or
Yeah, the
somebody,
B
you know.
team. I don't know which
Oh,
brand
yeah,
the
the
B
B
team's
team.
on. You know, if
They could have
somebody's
used.
got a job to them, why not be the B team?
Yeah,
Nah.
yeah.
You know what I think they should do?
What?
They should team up Bray Wyatt with his brother.
Bo,
Bray Wyatt with who?
Bo
With his brother.
Dallas.
Oh, Bo
I don't,
Dallas.
I don't know. They need to do some repackaging for Bo before they put him with Bray because right now Bray is untouchable. But we'll get to that.
Yeah.
We'll get to that. What did you grade this match? It was a quick match, so there's not much notes to take on it. I just gave it a B minus because I love the Viking Raiders.
I gave it a D because I felt it was an exact replica of what we saw last week. And I hate that they're up against jobbers. It was pointless.
Yeah,
Yeah, I ain't
yeah.
even rated. I just watched it like I was watching it and then I would look away, watch
And,
it, look away.
and then it was done. Next thing you know.
Yeah.
Next, now we got to the segment you're talking. And wait, before that, I got Finn versus Samoa Joe next. You guys got a promo or anything? I'm pretty sure there was a segment.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there were a bunch of stuff. There was a
The
recap
Julian
of
Go ahead, Michelle.
the Reigns Undertaker match.
Mm-hmm.
Very short, very sweet, very to the point. I've noticed that all night with them, their recaps are getting much better. Then
Yeah,
Drew
less visual
McIntyre
packages.
backstage. Yes,
Oh my god, that Drew McIntyre promo was awesome. I
it
think he
was.
should be a champion somewhere down the line. Not even a mid Carter. I see him as a main eventer.
He just got
Absolutely.
to turn on Shane McMahon and then he
Mhm.
got it.
Yeah, he could go on a awesome face run if he was to
I
turn on Shane.
easily, I easily, I easily want to see him beat Brock Lesnar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would like to see him also beat The Undertaker
Yeah.
Mm,
at
mm,
SummerSlam.
mm.
Well, anything after that, those two segments?
They
Then it was
fought.
the Drew McIntyre Cedric Alexander match.
Oh, they did have a match. I didn't even take note of
Yes.
that because it was extremely quick. I think I went for a quick bathroom break. I came back. I just heard a roll up win.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. He did a really
Cedric.
impressive leg drop, and then it was small roll up, and he won.
He
I don't mind
reversed the.
Cedric Alexander winning, but over Drew McIntyre.
Yeah, he needs to go. he should have a. Oh my God, he should have a feud with Rey Mysterio. Old school high flyer versus a new school high flyer.
Yeah.
What I think the WWE needs to start doing actually is they need to start building towards these passing of the torch moments, because you actually have a lot of old school of this and then a bunch of new school of that. So
Yeah.
why not?
I agree. I was not impressed with that match. I was impressed with Cedric Alexander. I'm just mad that it was Drew McIntyre. I felt that booking was terrible. And to have him job to Cedric Alexander it was so wrong.
All right, now we had Finn versus Samoa Joe in a really forgettable match. Actually, I forgot. I just know that Samoa Joe won with actually a roll up, which is
Yeah.
surprising.
Yeah,
Like,
but then
Real
he
quick
attacked
win.
him. He
Yeah.
attacked him, and then Finn Balor fought back, and then did the Code of Grass, and then that's it. But there was a segment before the match.
It was a quick recap, and they cut a few quick promos on each other. And then they had the match. Very quick match. Huh?
There was a Roman Reigns backstage talking about that he's gonna win it and that he don't care what anybody says, even his brother Seth Rollins.
Yes.
I didn't catch that promo.
Yeah, that was like before the match started.
Oh, I try to study every promo, even though I don't take notes on them. I make no sense. I know. Just like this Finn and Samoa Joe match, I didn't like it. I gave it a D minus, the closest thing to a F. I love them both, but how are you going to take two guys who had one of the most historic runs in NXT against each other? Job Finn, that's why his nickname is Pin Balor. He's always losing to everybody, taking the pin. Why do the match and then right after you have Finn come out looking strong, beating the hell out of Samoa Joe? It's like, just have Finn win,
Yeah, but then next thing you know, that's when Bray Wyatt came out, and then he
I
had
knew
him in
it was
the thingy.
I knew it was him right away. As soon as I saw the lights go out, I was like, "Oh shit, it's going down."
And then that's when you called, and I like missed it.
Oh, you just got to mention that, right? It's okay, man. You didn't miss much after that. That's when my notes started to shrink dramatically. But that I can't wait. SummerSlam's gonna be awesome. You're gonna have Demon Finn versus the Fiend, and I think the Fiend should go over. Why introduce a new character and not win? Even if it's the Demon Finn is undefeated, there's been reports that he wants to take time off after SummerSlam, so that'd be a good way to write him off. So maybe the Fiend will somehow quote unquote kill the demon,
right?
And that's when maybe Finn comes back in a couple months for his heel turn with the club. Now it's just a matter of what's gonna happen. After this, there's so many questions I got, and not enough clues to answer them. All right, looks like we're gonna babysit Julian from here on out. So I think after that segment, I'm really hoping that WWE doesn't mess it up. I hope they stick with a good storyline. Let Bray do his thing. Let Paul do his thing, and
Yeah,
just make it iconic match rather than a historic match.
I agree. This build-up
Uh,
has been amazing, and for him to finally come out, it was awesome. The crowd went nuts. It was great. It was
yeah,
great.
yeah. That's the biggest pop of the night.
Yeah.
The crowd sucked, actually. I hated the crowd.
Yeah, that crowd was strange, and I'm surprised a little bit. New York they're usually good crowds, but
Yeah. Can't wait till they come here to Chicago. We're gonna show them how it's done. Well, AEW is coming to Chicago. Next time
Man,
WWE's coming to Chicago is in Survivor Series. I don't know when that
yeah,
is.
on my birthday, the 24th of November.
Oh, nice. You should
oh,
go.
okay.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go for that and NXT War Games the night before.
Yeah, I like the
Well,
workings. That's the only pay-per-view that I be watching from NXT.
I had Zack Ryder versus Mike Kanellis.
Well, they had the
They
Drake Maverick.
so what?
Oh, the whole Drake Maverick thing.
Yeah,
What
they
happened with Drake?
Drake Maverick and his wife go to a hotel, and they are registered under Mr. and Mrs. 24/7 Champion. And this is the night that they're finally going to consummate their marriage.
Oh man, what a
So
lucky guy.
after they go up, you see Rollins peek out, and he goes up to the guy that's in charge of the hotel and offers him a $1 bill for to see if anyone named Hornswoggle has booked a room at the hotel.
Oh my god. And then the dude took the dollar bill and started searching. I'm like, what the heck? Literally a few seconds ago, Drake Maverick gave him like a wad of hundreds.
A lot. Yep.
I'm like, for $1, you're gonna just rat this guy? Oh my god, I loved it.
It's
The whole 24/7
definitely
thing.
entertaining.
Yeah, and the facial expressions that Drake Maverick does the entire time are the best. Like somebody got a good picture of him just standing in his little tidy whities with the belt, and his face was just like something like that. It was like, come on, he's gold. He's saving him and R-Truth. They're saving that whole 24/7 title.
24/7. Yeah, there's people in the group that don't like that title.
The what?
There's people in the group that don't like the 24/7 title.
I don't mind it. I just like, if you're gonna have it, make it worthwhile, entertaining, or make it mean something. One of those three.
Yeah. And so far they have done a really good job of making it entertaining, considering it is kind of weird. I didn't know where they were going to go with it. They've done a great job.
I thought it was gonna be a bust when they first announced it, because everybody was waiting for the hardcore belt. But then it ended up being something good, and hopefully they keep up the work. I like the random videos they post on their YouTube page and all that. You see, that's what they should do. That's what they should do with a lot of things, is YouTube. Because that's where everybody's really on. I hate when they announce things on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram. I'm like, I'm not on those like I'm on YouTube. I'm on YouTube all day.
Yeah.
Anything after the 24/7 segments?
The Street Profits were looking on. They gave their picks for the 10-man battle royal and for the women's fatal 4-way.
Who did they pick?
That I don't have written down. I think one of them wanted Nikki and Alexa to win, and the other one was like kept joking with him about why he's got such a crush on Nikki Cross.
It's like, she's so intense.
Yeah.
He's like,
one of them picked Seth Rollins to win.
Nice.
And I don't remember who the other one picked.
Man, dude, something needs to happen with the Street Profits. They're awesome, and they're just standing around. All that payroll standing around collecting, but whatever.
They
At least
should.
they're
They should.
utilizing them a little bit. They are making some interesting segments. So
Yeah,
They should actually.
I think they're using them to connect with teams. I think that's what they're trying to do with them because, they fit that category for teenage viewers. They have
right.
a solo cup and all this slang they use. Like, come on.
I think they
Oh,
should use them in the. They should have had them come out and help the Usos and Ricochet.
see, I wouldn't mind stuff like that. They're obviously baby faces, so yeah, come out and help the baby face tag teams.
They're
That
the
would have been a
champs,
good
right?
day.
For
That would this
NXT.
would have been a good debut for them actually. All those people they had out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, I had the club versus the Lucha House Party as the next match.
Zack Ryder versus Mike Kanellis.
Oh yeah. Sorry about that one. Yeah.
They look.
I like this storyline. I'm starting to get intrigued by this whole Maria and Mike thing. I'm just wanting to find out where is it gonna lead to because now it's just the same promo every week now. It's like
Yeah, it's the same thing.
yeah, it's like the first time it was like oh, second time is like okay, you're gonna say it again, and now it's like all right, where are you going with it? You got my attention, but where are you going with it?
Right. Right. It's just her emasculating him all the time, and it's kind of getting old.
Yeah,
It last night wasn't so bad because I understand that they wanted to get Zack Ryder in a match because he's from Long Island, and they wanted him to win. So that was nice for them to
So he
do.
won.
And this was a quick, yeah, it was quick. It was less than a minute. He gave Mike Kanellis the Rough Rider, and then it was a pinfall. Done.
Wow.
Yeah. And Maria was like, my unborn child had a better chance of winning this match than you did. Thank you.
wow. Well,
Yeah.
I gave that well, you can say just a C, regular
Yeah.
C. Squash matches
Yeah.
to me are automatic C's, just because you
Yeah.
can't hate them and you can't judge them unless, like you said, you see them every single week by the exact same team.
Right.
We have been seeing a lot of squash matches lately, and I think that's Heyman. I think that's Heyman. That's the breadcrumb trail. That's how he starts to his feud. You know how to build people up.
Right.
Yeah, so I think that's what he's doing with all these people.
What is that?
What?
Well, Miss Sugar.
It's a hamburger.
Oh,
Oh,
I haven't had dinner yet. Sorry.
you're hungry, Julia?
yeah.
Oh man. All right. Anyway, I think the club and Lucha House Party were next, unless of course, I probably missed a promo or something.
No, I got that's.
I like how this, it was just I didn't even really pay attention to the match. I have no notes about the match at all. The only notes I really took were Ricochet came out and attacked AJ.
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah, and then I think that's pretty much it. That's pretty much all I had about it. So I gave that a C.
Yeah, I have. It was a decent match. Lucha House Party actually looked really good
It was nice
in
to
that
see.
match. Ricochet comes out, starts attacking AJ. Then AJ gets the calf crusher on him and
Ooh, that
kept
thing
it
looks
on
like it
there. And
hurts.
yeah, I love the way
God.
they're building heel AJ. It's great.
Oh yeah, he gets beat up at first, and then he comes back by himself, so he still looks
Yeah.
strong. And then they kind of always looked evenly matched, and then you have the club coming out of nowhere to destroy them.
Yep.
And then that's when AJ and the club take over. So yeah, that's good booking in my hand. That's a lot of really good booking by Heyman or whoever.
I agree.
I'm pretty sure there was a promo after this because next I have the Fatal 4-Way.
Yeah, there was a recap of the winner takes all match, and Rollins had a short interview.
Oh, that's when he
What did
says
Rollins
he's
say?
gonna beat the crap out of everybody. He doesn't care who's in his way.
Right.
Blah 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 blah. You know, Seth Rollins being Seth Rollins.
He'll beat
Did
up
he say?
Roman.
Nah.
He said he
Yeah,
doesn't
that's
like.
what he said.
He said he doesn't like some mark ass dude named Julian. I was just playing.
Yeah.
Here,
Nah,
you
but
take it.
for real, I want Roman, Seth Rollins, and the Usos to turn heel and just whoop on everybody.
Who?
Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, and the Usos
Uh,
to turn heel and whoop on everybody.
Maybe. You never know. Especially with
Or
Heyman in there
Randy
now, I
Orton
think you'll
to join
see a
them.
lot more stables.
yeah, you've seen a lot more
And Randy to
stables.
join his own.
You said what?
And Randy Orton should make his own like Legacy Part 2 or Evolution Part 2 and have Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, and the Usos with him.
I don't see that happening, man.
Yeah. Especially with
Um.
the rumors of his neck injury and possibly needing surgery.
Oh yeah. So
Did
what did you
he
guys?
was he
What
almost
did you?
gonna
What?
win or what?
Huh?
Was he almost gonna win the match or what?
He was the last two
Yeah.
people in the ring.
It
It was him
definitely
and
looked like they were going that way.
yeah. It was him and Seth at the end.
Mm,
He was RKO. He RKO'd Big E and somebody else and eliminated them out of
nice,
out of nowhere. So there's that.
nice. I gotta see it after this thing.
So what do you guys think about that Fatal 4-Way match? Because this is where I remember most of everything. Because this is the last thing I pretty much watched. Um, Natalia won. What?
Yeah,
It's because they're gonna be in Canada.
That's
exactly. It was
and you had Becky
predictable.
Lynch there on the side, just watching everybody. So the match was pretty long. Really
Yeah.
long. It's a 25-minute match, 2 commercial breaks. The crowd hated it.
Yeah.
They
And
seriously
I have to agree with them. The match was honestly, other than Carmella, I didn't see anything good.
yeah, the Naomi, it was good to see her, but I'm like, man, they just put you at the wrong place at the wrong time because
Yes.
it was
What did
yeah,
Carmella do?
Naomi versus Carmella versus Alexa versus Natalia. Winner gets to face Becky Lynch at SummerSlam. Natalia ended up winning. I forgot how she won, but she ended up winning, and that just still throws me off thinking about it. I don't see how
She tapped
that
out
would work.
Alexa.
Oh wow.
Wow. They should do another screw job.
At first, I was like, oh, maybe they're trying to make up for the screw job, but that was in Montreal.
So what part of Canada they're gonna be in?
Toronto.
Oh nice.
Yeah.
So I mean that match was like it was nothing. The only thing I remembered was the promos that came after. Becky was telling her, "Look, I'm not your friend or anything. I'm gonna slap your head around, you dope." La 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 la, and then Natalia ended up calling her a bitch.
The promos were terrible. Honestly, I haven't been impressed with the women's division. I'm not seeing a lot. I never thought I'd say this, but I really miss Charlotte.
Oh yeah.
You know
you know who I miss?
who?
You gotta say who are you gonna say? Please.
Sasha Banks.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Just the only thing I don't
pretend
like.
like I didn't hear that.
You know who
The only thing I don't like is that she's from Boston.
Yeah, you're a hater, bro. I
Yeah,
think I think who we should all be missing is Paige, man. When Paige came back and had that run before she got hurt again, I was so happy.
I don't like Paige. I've never liked
Oh,
Paige.
oh my god! I like her special move, the rampage, and she can talk.
Yeah, she can talk.
Uh, yeah,
I just don't like.
it was
I don't
very
like.
like slow paced. Sorry,
Yeah,
Julian.
it's cool.
Go ahead.
Like
Nah, I just don't
the
like
what?
the Kubaki Warriors or whatever.
Oh, you crazy! Watch, they're gonna win the
Oh,
championship tonight. They actually have a match tonight.
yep.
If you don't, how can you not like Kyrie Sane? She is crazy.
Exactly.
And then how can you not like Asuka? Asuka moves better
She's
than
overrated.
half the guys roster.
She's
Yeah.
overrated.
She is not over it. She is
She is not
unutilized.
rated. Yes, exactly.
There's no way they're using. She should have never. Charlotte should have never ended her streak, and she should still be going on undefeated right now. Around
Nah, I
the
was happy
around
when Charlotte did that.
man. Like you WWE loves people like you, bro. They book stories just for you. Look,
Nah,
we want you to like this guy, so like him.
nah.
Just messing with you. Then also, yeah. Next, you had the 10-man battle royal. I didn't watch it. So,
No,
how was that, Michelle?
there was a bunch in between there. We had a Randy Orton promo.
Oh,
Um, and he said he was going to go after Brock. Then we had Miz TV with Dolph Ziggler.
oh God, they're gonna start a feud, aren't they?
Yes, it was great. They were going back and forth with each other. It was awesome. Um, Dolph Ziggler was baiting the Miz. And then he badmouthed Maurice. And Miz went off and beat the crap out of him. And I thought it was a great way to start their feud.
Wait, who's having a feud?
Dolph Ziggler and the Miz.
What
They're
about Kevin
best.
Owens?
They're best friends in real life. He just squashed Dolph Ziggler. I wouldn't want to see him against Kevin Owens anymore. He, he just lost his opportunity to ever face Kevin Owens after that squash. It was a good squash for Kevin, but
Yeah.
I don't know why Dolph is still on WWE. He's being used to put everybody over. He's like that guy when you first come in as an NXT call up. That's the very first guy you're gonna feud with. You know, he introduces you to the main roster. I hate those feuds.
I don't
Yeah,
know. This one I think is going to be interesting.
The way they
Well,
did with Nakamura, I was mad. I
well,
didn't like. Huh?
with the Miz and Dolph Ziggler, they'll do something nice because one, they're best friends in real life, and two, they're both vets. So and they can both cut good promos. So I love
Yeah.
the Miz. So this has potential to be a good, entertaining, like an old school Shawn Michaels versus Triple H type of vibe. You know,
Yep.
they don't need a title, they don't need a stipulation, they just hate each other, and that was the greatest matches to watch.
Yeah,
Yep.
like when it was when Dolph Ziggler was a face and he was going after the Mrs. Intercontinental Championship. Those stole the show before.
Yeah.
The Miz needs to if they have that feud, the Miz needs to win.
I agree.
Last
I like
time.
I like the Miz as a baby face.
Oh, I like him as a heel.
Yeah, I mean he's really good as a heel. He's too good as a heel. So this babyface run for me is something different, and I like it. I'd rather see him as a heel, just like you guys, but I don't mind him as a face. You know, he can pull off both. Surprisingly, for a while he was like Baron Corbin. That's what in the group I was telling somebody that Baron Corbin needs to in order for him to get all that go away heat off of him, he needs to tag team with somebody and slowly become a face somehow. I don't know how. I don't know who I would team him up with. I just know he if he wants to, I guess, stay in the WWE and be successful, eventually he's gonna have to become babyface. You know, he's gonna have to have the crowd on his side. Cause
I don't know how he would do that.
yeah, cause I can't stand that guy.
I love Corbin. Love
Really?
Corbin. Think he's a great heel. Absolutely.
That's why he's such a good heel. Cause I don't even know why I hate him. He's a good wrestler. All his moves are awesome. I like his wrestling. His mic skills are okay. And I just don't like him. I'm just like, come on, I'm tired of him. But we'll see what happens with him in the future because he's not going to be facing Seth anymore or Brock. Can't have two heels against each other. That makes no sense at SummerSlam. You got to have a baby face.
Right.
All right. So what was after all those promos? Anything else?
Drake Maverick is getting ready to get it on with his wife. And he strips down where he's got nothing but the belt on. And room service knocks on the door, brings in the champagne. Rollins is hiding under the cart. And not Rob. Yeah. Wait, what did I say?
Ron Kill, whatever his name is.
R-Truth. Sorry. Thank you.
You could kind of go with that. His name is Rollins Kings or something. His real name.
Right. Ron the Truth Killings.
There you go.
Yes, Ron the Truth Killings. So yeah, R-Truth climbs out of the cart and does the roll up on the bed. You get to see the tighty whities, and
I know you just saw nothing but all natural swinging around everywhere with that roll up. He's shaking his little legs in there. I'm like, oh come on, hurry up with this 3 counts.
And then the best is at the end, R-Truth is like, I hope you guys aren't constipated anymore.
I love that. He could take any random basic word and make it something hilarious.
Yep.
So he's the champion again?
Yeah, he's a champion. Got his baby back.
How many reigns does he got now with that one?
I think like 7 or 8. He's up there.
He's gonna be the next Raven with the 24/7 championship.
Oh, I think that's what it's based off of.
Yeah, because Raven had like, I think 24, 26 hardcore championships.
Oh, yeah, because that's what it was, right? He was a hardcore champ anytime, any place, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that was pretty much it then.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then you had the 10-man battle royal, which Seth Rollins won, which was bad choice.
Amazing.
Bad choice, man.
No, it was amazing. Hopefully Seth Rollins beats Brock.
I would have rather have seen Randy Orton against Brock Lesnar.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I was
freaking
It just doesn't make sense to do it this way. You have Seth Rollins beat Brock. He's got the belt. He's got a less than interesting title reign. He only really fought Baron Corbin. But he fought AJ once.
And then he fought like people from SmackDown.
And, that
wouldn't count. Come on, we don't want to count.
It doesn't really count. It was just Baron Corbin over and over and over again. You're building up and building up Corbin, and then you let Rollins win. Brock cashes in Money in the Bank. If he goes up against Rollins at SummerSlam, what was the point of Money in the Bank? That's another year that the Money in the Bank contract is useless.
Yeah, regardless, everybody loses in that situation. Seth Rollins loses. His title reign was irrelevant, which it already is, but Brock's gonna make it 10 times more relevant. Seth Rollins wins. Brock Lesnar's going to lose all credibility, which I don't think Vince will ever let happen. So I think Brock's going to win at SummerSlam.
No, I hope there's some shenanigans.
That will only extend the feud, man.
Right.
And I just want it to end already. It hasn't even started. You're
Like,
just going to
let Roman
see
Reigns come in.
the next 4 weeks, 5 weeks, however, until SummerSlam is, all you're going to see is Seth Rollins versus Paul Heyman on the mic. That's all you're going to see to build up this match. Maybe the go home show, you're going to have Brock and Seth brawl again. But it's obvious what's going to happen here. I think Brock's going to win.
I hope that Brock wins. I heard, I don't know if it was wrestling side news or whatever that put it out, that they were worried about Seth Rollins not having a good person to feud against for the belt. And that's why they did it this way, to give it to Brock. And then, because I guess after building up Corbin and the fans aren't really going for it, they changed their mind on that. I would have liked to see it handled a different way. Just let him build up a feud with somebody else. Give it the time that it takes to build up, because you've got plenty of people who are number one contender worthy. Cesaro, Drew McIntyre.
Yeah, and I think WWE kind of booked themselves into a corner with Extreme Rules, because Extreme Rules is going to be a fresh start, but they should have had some type of build up or teases going into SummerSlam. Like, now you got a little bit of time to book this against somebody who's not even going to be there. So
right.
Nobody's going to be excited for this match but Julian.
If you were going to have the 10-man cross, have Orton win. Have Orton win and let him. He definitely needs another championship. He's got to beat.
I want him to be the GOAT too. I love Randy Orton.
That's what I'm talking about.
Man, this SmackDown review is going to be way better than the Raw review. I can tell you that right now.
I hope so.
You know what I think they should do?
What?
Eric Bischoff should bring back the Russian roulette.
Yes.
What's that?
That's when,
they have this wheel.
He has superstars spinning the wheel, and whatever the wheel says,
that's the matches they're gonna have another. Oh, I remember that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And then with Heyman, he should make Brock Lesnar
stipulation.
Fight. And stipulation.
It was regular stipulation matches all the time. Well, that's all we have for today. We're gonna watch Raw in about 10 minutes, guys.
SmackDown.
Sorry. SmackDown. Raw overall was a better promos, in my opinion. They need to work on the wrestling and the video packages I hate. So this is just my nitty gritty, picky things that I'm going at. But even with Heyman taking over, I just got to give this just an average show. So like a C plus is what I would give it. There was a lot of teases probably going in, but I didn't pay attention because I was just so upset over Brock.
I gave it a B plus because we did get to see Bray Wyatt.
Yeah, that was awesome. That was the best thing, and I can't wait to see what they'll do with it. But time could only tell. Anything could happen.
Yeah,
we have seen times where WWE's built something up and it looks so awesome, and then it just fails.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, thanks guys for tuning in, and check us out tomorrow for a SmackDown review. Have a good one.
Good night.
All right.
All right.